afternoon, DockHound fans. Thank you for tuning in on AABaseball.tv. Today's the series finale between the Chicago Dogs and the Lake Country DockHounds, and I'm joined by All-Star first baseman Ryan Hernandez. How's it feel hearing an All-Star title in front of your name?
Feels pretty good. Pretty excited about the situation, and can't wait to go play.
And you had a good season last year with the Cleveland Railroaders. You have been even better, like in all aspects, with the Lake Country DockHounds in the season. What adjustments did you make over the offseason that have allowed you to see these offensive improvements on what was already a good year with the Cleveland Railroaders?
I definitely feel like just my mentality, just coming out here every day just to have fun. I mean, I try to tell the guys that for the most part, everyone kind of knows that when I go play, I just like to have fun. I try not to take it as seriously as some others, that's just their way of playing. But for the most part, I just try to have fun and not think too much of it. And it allows me to, relax a little bit and not really get too in my head. And I think that's been allowing me to play better.
Right. You play loose. I see you interacting with some of the fans right by the on-deck circle sometimes. Mm-hmm. You're dancing along with the music. You're having fun. Is that just kind of going back to the fact that this is, a kid's game? You get to go out on a baseball field and play as your job, and you try and embrace it like that.
Yeah, that's literally how I try to treat it. Like, sometimes we forget how important it is to just take it easy. The sport's hard enough already. And sometimes when the situation gets, intense, it's much easier for me, at least. I see my most, success is whenever I just try to take it easy and take it as, take the moment for itself and just have fun with it. If the music's vibing, I'm vibing too, and it's everyone's different, but that's just how I like to play. Loose and loose as a goose,
Yeah, you made it look easy last week in Cleveland, Texas. It was your first time returning back to La Moderna Field, where you first called home professionally. Mm-hmm. And Robert and Kevin of This Week in the Association, they named you Player of the Week after you had 6 home runs and 14 runs batted in. What were you feeling at the plate up against the Railroaders, because you had as good of a week as a DockHound has ever had?
I think I was just taking every at-bat for, per at-bat. I wasn't really thinking about, my previous success or my previous home run or my previous hit or whatever. I think I was just focusing on seeing the ball in that moment and just trying to, score runs. To be honest, my approach wasn't much different than any other week. It just happened to be that I hit the ball much better this week than I have in past weeks. I think being able to see the ball there better is also an aspect of it, and I definitely tried to take advantage of it. They threw me. I got myself in good counts, and I just tried to take advantage of the pitches that I got.
Yeah, you got yourself in good counts. And what I've noticed comparing this season with the DockHounds to some of your previous seasons with the Railroaders last year, during your time in the MLB Draft League and also at the University of Houston, is that you're walking more this year. Was your play discipline something that you wanted to work on coming into the season, or is that just how it is unfolded?
I think that the situations that I've been put in, have allowed me to do so. Sometimes, you just try to get yourself in good counts, and then they try to make a good pitch, and sometimes it goes your way and sometimes it doesn't. And so far, it's been going my way, and I could definitely do better when it comes to getting on base more and walks, and just being more selective. But as a lot of people know, I go out there and I'm aggressive. I'm an aggressive hitter. So usually this year I'm trying to be a little bit more selective for sure on the pitches that I swing at. Although I do get out sometimes, but it's part of the game. You can't overthink it too much. So, sometimes I get good pitches, sometimes I get bad pitches. And this year I've just been trying to, lock in my approach a little bit better.
Right. They say a 300 batting average is a Hall of Famer, and you're well above that mark right now with some good power. And a lot of your power numbers are in the top 5 or even top 2 or first in the case of home runs in the American Association. And that's part of the reason why you're named to be an all-star. Being able to represent yourself as well as the team in Kansas City, get to go to the Negro League Hall of Fame, get to watch the home run derby, maybe even be in the home run derby, where
We'll
I'm
see.
certainly hoping that is the case for you. But what is that experience going to be like for you?
I mean, honestly, like everything else, I'm just going to take it day by day, to soak it all in and just try to have fun with it. Not change anything. Don't take it serious. All-Star game is you get to be with a lot of the best players in the league. So when you're facing already the best players in the league and you're facing good players every day, and now you have to face the best players at almost every position in the league, you have to die down a little bit more and kind of just soak it all in and just have fun with it. I think it's going to be a great experience, and I can't wait. I mean, I'm looking forward to it.
And you and Josh Altman, as well as Alan Carter, will be representing the DockHounds. And I know that you and Josh were talking before the season, leading up to the coming to Lake Country, and then you and Alan Carter, you go back a little bit further to your time in the MLB Draft League.
For sure.
How fun has it been to watch those guys play, and then how much are you looking forward to spending that week in Kansas City with them?
I mean, it's awesome. Josh and I, we had been talking for a while before we even got here, and we were excited to become teammates. And we push each other, and that could be also a reason that we're both going to the All-Star game, and he sets the tone. He was leading home runs, and then I try to catch up, and then I'm leading home runs, and he's trying to catch up, and that's how we kind of push each other. And Alan, that's my boy. We played against each other a couple years back in the draft league, and for the most part, I mean, he's been the same Alan that I've known, just dominating everyone that he really faces, and it's just a testament to his character and his hard work. So it doesn't change for him.
And then we're certainly hoping that one more DockHound can join you guys. Demetrius Sims, he's Lake Country's last man in representative. Each team has one rep. The fans can find the stats online, and they can also watch a little bit the highlights that get posted on social media. Why do you think Demetrius Sims should be joining you as an all-star?
I mean, if you think about it, he's a 3-hole for a reason. He's a great hitter. He has a great approach, and everyone knows his defense is impeccable. We just keep working. Demetrius Sims, he's a great guy. He's a great teammate. He works super hard, and he's always there to pick other guys up. And I think that he is a great candidate to be an all-star because he embodies all those aspects of what it takes to be an all-star. He has great defense. He has a great approach. He hits well. He's a great teammate. I mean, that's what an all-star really is when it comes down to it.
Yeah, 2 more questions for you. Thank you so much for giving us your time, Ryan. I know that you're super popular, and you got lots of more batting practice to put in. That way you can continue to have the stellar season that you're doing. But what more do you want to accomplish as the season goes along?
I mean, when it comes down to it, I want to be able to, mix with my team better in the winning aspect, obviously. And obviously, like, when it comes down to it, it's about winning. I want to win more games, and I'm going to try to do whatever I personally can to help the team win, and everyone else is going to try to do the same. And when we figure it out, it's going to be a very dangerous Lake Country DockHounds team.
Right. It was kind of a perfect segue because the last question was going to be, what do you guys have to do to make sure it all clicks? Because we've seen it several times over the course of the season, but it's yet to lead to a big run. What do you guys need to do to go on that?
Trust. I think we just got to trust each other, trust one another, pass the bat, and essentially just keep having fun. I mean, once you lose the fun in it, it gets super stressful. The game is already hard enough, like I had already mentioned. But for the most part, we just got to keep working as a team and trust that everyone can get their job done. And that's how you win games. I mean, don't be afraid to pass the bat and just play together.
Yeah, nobody has more fun out there. For the Lake Country DockHounds and Ryan Hernandez, an all-star in the 2024 season. Ryan, thank you so much. Congratulations.
Absolutely.
Looking forward to watching you play the rest of the year.
Thank you, my man. Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right.
Keep this in there.